Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. My name is Allison and I'd like to welcome you to the continuation of everybody's favorite dungeon. The Water Temple. Here in Ocarina of Time 3D, we are nearly done with this place, having defeated the almighty Dark Link and his cohorts, the many spikes that are out to murder us, but there's still a couple of things left to do with our newfangled fancy pants long shot that he was hoarding. And well, unfortunately it does mean retreading old grounds, but alas, it is but a necessity. So again, we play the forbidden copywritten tune. Oh yeah. So even though the boss key is on the first layer, I do think we need one more key in order to make this work. And of course we get the overstated lovely little cutscene there showing us this floating box. But from here, do we do it from this little place? Yeah. So only accessible via long shot, you could barely miss. There is a Skulltula waiting for us up here, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go and snag you up for taking care of some adult-related shenanigans. Oop, okay, and then we'll go and roll into the drink, no big deal. On the second layer, there was a very peculiar eye switch that was hidden, and now that I think about it, could I open this door by lighting it with a fire arrow right here? I did not realize that. Apparently you can go back in there in that case. We have a Tektite who seems to be very angry at the fact that we seem to be completing much of this dungeon, but we have an eye switch in this cubby and we're going to need to quickly hookshot over so that we can make it in time, even though I'm sure there's probably a way to finagle that. And we've got this block here. So we had already moved this in the last episode at some point. I believe we might have just pulled it, but it gets moved out of the way so we can snag ourselves our final small key. At least I hope so. I do feel like we need at least 2 to get the boss key, and it would not be a good idea if we sort of just walked out with, our hands in our pants. And I guess I could probably just go back the way I came, but we just need to get back to the very bottom and then call it good. Later days, nerds. I'm out. Oh my god, these things are after me. Jesus. The spikes are trying to kill me. Yeah. So that must be the insignia of the boss. And like I mentioned before, you could have gone in here a bit sooner. It's nice that there's a little pocket of air in here. But we do need a key and the long shot to make it across the spikes so that we can reach our favorite older brother of the incredible diet toilet room. None of those words were in the Bible. We have a bunch of Tektites and rolling rocks, and I love how anytime they jump on the water, they sort of just have to like regain their senses a bit. But I guess we're just going to be doing some target practice here. And my 3DS is like really oddly situated, so I'm holding it so awkwardly right now. Also, with the boulders moving, it's like moving everything. Ugh. Alright, let's just steady on up, Mr. Cruz. I am on no form of medication or drugs. The only drugs I am high on is life and the ability to hopefully grab myself this Skulltula, which you can barely reach from here. It's very far off in the distance, but if you can hear the clang, then we simply goofed on that, but it's all too easy to accidentally jump off this thing. Just clear on the other side of the wall here. Oh yeah, do you hear that? Come on. Yes! Oh, that's incredible. Well, we will be going back there anyways, so that's mostly just the swag grab, but there's just a lot of undercurrents here, and we can just mosey our way on over through here, which is nice. But this room, I think, is probably one of the trickiest in the entire game. Like I mentioned before, can apparently not aim for these stingers. If you go down there, they will bully the ever-living hell out of you. And what is that, 4 of them right there? Yeah, they all come up and then just like gangbang ya, like this. Jeez. But here we've got ourselves a fairly obvious broken wall, but what's not so obvious is this one. Navi doesn't come over here to let you know that this is here, and you might not think to blow it up immediately. Not like that one, at least. So when I was preparing for this dungeon, I did not know that that was there, and that we needed to blow it up to get this damn block out of the way. So it took me like, I don't know, 90 seconds longer than it should have to figure this out. But yeah, like I was saying in the last part, this area in this dungeon in general is just a little bit easier to do if you just play through it naturally instead of trying to follow a guide. But this was the moment where I was like, maybe I should have been following along, and then everyone has different ways of doing dungeons, and it's just annoying. But the reason for this block here is because there's a blue switch underwater that only stays pressed when you're standing on it, and we're gonna need to have it stay pressed down so that we can raise the water level and get the heck out of here. Yeah, see, so we can't even like push it from that side. We gotta go through this little tunnel thing. I don't know what the point of it was. It's like a glorified broom closet in this decrepit old temple that really needs to be updated just a little bit. We're gonna drop that, and everything is a-okay. There might be some bombs in those jars, but the only purpose is to make it up here. Nary a single, ooh, interesting Dutch angle shot for some reason at that angle. No target practice, nothing. Make it up here casually, and we are locked in. Oh, it's this room. Well, first things first, probably want to just go ahead and take these out now. There we go, my timing is getting just a little better. There we go. And when we press this, a couple of spouts are gonna come on up. But this is otherwise a fairly inconsequential room. That is, if we can get through it without falling down. Thank you. And this is gonna take us right upstream from where we killed that golden sculptula. Right over here. Oof, watch out for that. What is this, Sen's Fortress? So, interestingly enough, you'll notice that there's a little pit down there at the bottom of the waterfall, but the rolling rocks just go right over it, which doesn't make any sense. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that logic. Oh my god. Alright, he's backing that ass up onto me. He's gonna skewer me with his butt bone. Thank you. Oh, and for giving me arrows. I was really freaking low on that. But I don't know what I was trying to say. The sculptula was on that back wall, and we've got ourselves the key to get us the big boss key, and no other surprises. Finally, we love to see this thing, especially because now that we have it, we're done. Everything's finished. We have nothing else left to do except equip a couple of things, namely the Bigron sword and Furor's Wind, which we will immediately use to get the heck out of here and raise the water level to its highest potential. I almost feel like we don't even necessarily need it, and we can just jump to that, but that's all right. Get rid of this guy real quick, and yeah, thank you. Let's one last time. See, it would be nice that it didn't always play on repeat, like in randomizers, which has really spoiled me from playing this game. There's just so many quality of life improvements, and just like, I don't know, dialing every animation down. It's just one of those things, you know. Oh, you know what? I don't think that dragon statue would be up unless the water was at full, so I guess we did have to do that regardless. But let's head over here, and in case you need it, we got a couple of fairies, and they can just stay free. Although I might need to come back because the preamble to the boss is extremely annoying. You have to walk up this sloping slide and hope you don't get skewered. Otherwise you fall all the way back down, but if you roll or move too far to the sides, they will ruin you. Now it's time for the boss. The one that apparently has the power to freeze over the entirety of Zora's domain and all of its inhabitants. The water over here apparently is not normal looking. Well, must we fall into the suspicious drink Let's investigate. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Morpha time. This has the potential to be one of the most annoying and hard-hitting bosses of the entire game, but with one quick and easy strategy, it becomes a joke. All we have to do is wait for it to come over here, use the long shot, and then get it into this little corner, and with the right timing between its iframes, keep hitting, and it's done. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Morpha used Splash, but nothing happened. That was a joke, and we can move on with our lives because the water temple is no more. Another day and another essential childhood friend awakening as an incredibly important sage, this time in the form of Princess Rudo, aka our betrothed. How's it going? She would have expected no less from the man she pressured into becoming her husband at the ripe age of 9. But eventually, Zora's Domain and its people will return to their original state with no long-lasting damage or repercussions to their bodies or their environment from being frozen solid, and she'll also give us eternal love, which was sort of implied in the whole marriage thing, but unfortunately, she can't offer that now. She wants to focus on her career, which is completely understandable, and I support her fully to guard the water temple as the sage. And yeah, I'm still searching for the princess. Yeah, the whole 10 minutes that we've hung out and you read me like a book, I'm indeed searching for Princess Zelda. And she's alive, so don't be discouraged. I guess I'll just take your hunch at face value. But nothing will stop us in our quest for justice and peace, and so respectfully, I accept the Water Medallion. As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Sheik, who are you talking to? Because I'm nowhere near you right now. And it's impossible for me to have heard that. But thanks for waiting. Yes, Rudo did want to thank you. Have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too. I mean, everybody's really. But look at that. Together, Princess Rudo and I apparently destroyed the evil monster, even though I don't recall seeing her once ever since our meeting at the beginning of the temple. But at least the lake is filled with pure water. All is as it ever was. As beautiful and touching as this scene is, I can't help but feel like we devastated a whole host of new ecosystems that have evolved around this reservoir not being filled with water. And so we take a moment of silence and, oh, she's gone. Wait, did she just scramble up a tree to avoid having a conversation with me? Oh. And then does an impressive as hell dive from the top of it straight into the lake. I know he had a flair for the dramatics, but holy hell, man, now you're just rubbing it in our face. Well, now that morning glory has arrived, it's time to do the one sensible thing that we've ever done, and that's to shoot an arrow right into it, so that we can unlock the most impressive cinematic camera pan in the entire game. Just look how beautiful this polygonal fire arrow is. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that means this slate makes a little more sense, but with that, our time with the sun is done. I actually do want to turn it to night because with the addition of our newly acquired long shot, a couple of things we can now grab, including but not limited to a very, very special Skulltula just waiting up here. I'm not sure if it was Sheik who ended up granting that to us, but that is a-okay. I'll go and grab it hunched over and just to try something. So he jumped clear to the middle of the water, like in the distance between this little patch of land and that one. But I cannot reach that to save my life. Even with the sword, like the sword jump wouldn't have been able to save my dainty little ankles. All right, Navi, what do you got? We should find someone who might know something about other sages. Wow, that is some sound advice. Thank you. But we've got ourselves easily one of the most versatile offensive weapons of all time, the fire arrow. Any target it strikes will catch fire. The only annoying thing is that you have to select it via submenu, which is kind of annoying to do in this game that is already annoying enough to edit as it is, especially with my editing program screwing the pooch and sucking it up. So sadly, I will probably have that equipped always. So I'm sorry, Magic Meter, in advance. But now that we're an adult, and the fishies at the fishing pond are now substantially larger, I say we give our friend a visit. I'm sure he's probably had a ton of traffic come through here with no water being able to, you know, ferry people over here. I think I mentioned it before, but you could summon Pierre right over here to access this area a little sooner, but that's all right because we can just go and head on in now and reacquaint ourselves with the fishing man. How's it going? Hey, mister, I remember you. It's been a long time. Why haven't you been around, son? 7 years? What have you been doing? That's a little creepy, man. Are you keeping tabs on kids? No, it's because I was his only customer, which is terrible for business. And on top of that, thanks to the stress of the tumultuous economy and the tariffs, he's losing his hair. All right. Well, unsurprisingly, we are going to go fishing, and this is going to be heavily edited because there is so many shenanigans that I have gone through in trying to get through this that 11 pounds, come on. So, big fish in a little pond means Ewan McGregor is somewhere to be found, and unfortunately, I just have terrible luck here, and we are going to be going for a lunker and the loach, which apparently there is a very specific way that you're supposed to find it, and we'll have to pay at least 80 rupees for it. But you see this guy right here? This is our friend El Bandito. And he is going to be the first one I'm going to go for, but there's some by the sticks over there that we might also check out. But the biggest I've been able to get without the heavy lure is, of course, a whopping 22 pounds, and I actually got that a lot faster compared to a lot of the other fish that I've tried to do off screen on my own time. And it's just something about the perspective of the fish that makes them look bigger from certain angles. So this guy's he looks pretty big, and when others come around to see exactly what he's dealing with here, he does end up looking a lot bigger in comparison. But we're gonna go get him weighed, and the dude's gonna be like, ah yes, he comes out to a whopping 6 pound 50. Oh my god. And now there's a party. Cool. We just have a bunch of sidekick sized fish here. And this is probably where the cuts will begin. Are you El Bandito? I don't remember. But this guy is very picky about the hooks he sinks his little jaws into. And it might almost be a better idea to just catch a couple of other fish first, get some of that sweet, fresh blood and saliva right on the hook for him to really feel instigated to biting. But yeah, this is annoying and not necessarily my favorite. Some people would probably recommend leaving and playing the sun song, but not me. No, we're just gonna raw dog this fishing pole. Come on, brother. I know he wants it. If you leave it for too long, he will just leave like clockwork. So it is sort of just like the luck of the draw. Please, man, come on, just take a bite. You know you want to. You know you want to. Oh, he was not going for it. Dude. All right, listen, I have less than 45 minutes before I have to go pick up Yuzu from grandma daycare. And I'm probably gonna be using every minute. Just take a bite, it's delicious. Come on. See, he gets stuck on like this part of the damn log. Listen, man, I do not know how bougie these hooks need to be, but I would appreciate it if you could just go ahead and take a little nibble on there. Please, please. For the love of God. Do not make me hook one of your little cousins over here. I don't think they would appreciate being held in my tunic. Nah, he's done. He's gone. He's like, it's a little too rich for my blood. Sorry. God damn it. Oh, he's close. He's close. He wants it. He's thinking about it. Oh, and then his friend, who's I think is a little smaller. Here, let me get one of you at the very least. Let's get some action. Please? Maybe he sees his friend go for it and it's a competition all of a sudden? No, neither of them care. Just stop getting caught on the log and all will be well. Don't you want to be enshrined in the Hall of Fame forever? You are a chunky boy, and yet you don't want to be recognized for it. Oh yeah, it's not happening. God, okay, so I accidentally scared him, which is not good. I tried to just adjust my angle a little bit, and now he's towards the middle of the pond, which worries me. So let's maybe aim for the sticks a little bit, see if we can't get up. Oh, fish doing very inappropriate things. No, the farther they are, nope, I don't, oh my God, now you scared the rest of them away. Yeah, I know, I wasn't trying to get him. Oh man, and now you just muddied the pool. Damn it. Oh, here we go. I think he's back though. He's like, ooh, is that someone's jaw juice all over that? Come on. Oh, you know you want it, man. I know you do. This video is gonna be 30 minutes long, isn't it? God damn it. Come on. Please, please, please. All right, the next cut will be a catch, I promise. God damn it. Oh my God, did you? I mean, obviously you saw that, but holy shit, he just jumped into my hands. Hell yeah, I want to keep him. Oh my God, that's amazing. I was not expecting that to work, but 18 has been kind of consistent for me. I've only been able to get 22 the one time, so I'm happy with that because at least we get the main prize here. So let's go chat it up with our buddy here. So, by getting a huge fish that is a new record, we get the golden scale, and we can dive much deeper than we could before without drowning. Now we get to talk about one of my favorite secrets in the entire game, but it is a little tricky to pull off, and I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know you could do this. It takes a fairly precise cast in order to pull off, but if your aim is true, you can steal the cap right off of this man's beautiful head, which is obscene and so mean, but hey, at least now we have a free fisherman hat at the end of our pole. But as you can see, it does weigh down the line pretty significantly, and most of the fish here really don't have much of an appreciation for the most fashionable headgear available in Hyrule. But if you happen to go into deeper waters and cast your line, and then proceed to lose the hat. The owner understandably becomes enraged at the thought of losing his lucky cap forever, and he's going to charge us a 50 rupee fine for not only stealing his personal effects, but littering in his pond. And he just yoinks that right out of your pants, which is hilarious, but probably warranted. Listen, brother, I am so sorry, but you just gotta rock that bowling ball head of yours that God gave you and own it. But that's it, he just never mentions or wears his hat ever again. It was one of a kind, and honestly, I feel sorry for him. But with that being said and done, it's time we had the Hylian Loach talk. The prerequisites to getting this incredibly rare fish to spawn is a little complicated, because you will need to have visited and paid 20 rupees to fish, get this spiel 4 separate times. I found that it's actually easier to be a little consistent and do it all consecutively. And as of this recording file, we had only visited the fishing pond as a child once, so that means we'll have to do this 3 times as an adult, so that on our 4th visit, it'll spawn, and hopefully this does work. Keep in mind, you could also do this as a child. I just think the loach would be much smaller in comparison, but luckily it does spawn in its same little nook of the pond every single time initially. And if you take too long or scare it away, we'll be in a little bit of trouble. But it's gonna be near our favorite fishing log, and I'll probably just do a quick cast just to get our bearings straight, and then we'll seek out the lure. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. Do you see it? It just went behind the log. That's not good, actually. It does like to come up for air occasionally, but if it's in the middle of the pond, it will not go for any hook, line, and or sinker. Sinker? That felt really weird to say. So let's see if we can't find ourselves a cheating device of some type. So usually between those 2 rocks it might show up. There's also a chance it usually does appear over here for me. And there it is. Sweet. You snagged a sinking lure. And sometimes it'll be on these rocks over here, or next to the sticks, I suppose, or on that log that I like to stand on. So we'll just have to see just how hungry this thing is feeling. But it does tend to spawn pretty close as far as our vision is concerned. So I'm just gonna see if it's over here. So I almost hope it's not. It only spends like a minute in the middle over there, so that's probably not the worst thing in the world. But essentially what you need to do is get it to go to your sinking lure as close to its mouth as you possibly can, because that is not good. I think I saw it still just laying there on the other side of that log. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad, because so many other fish are gonna be over there just trying to vie for that sweet sinking lure. Yeah, there it is. So you have to let it sit right next to it. And eventually keep your eyes peeled. If you look away to like play on your phone or something for 2 seconds, it'll just up and screw you over. So I might end up being here for another 20 minutes or so, but I'm hoping you don't screw it up. Brother, really? I mean, at least you got a little closer. Well, let me try it again. All right, Lochi's on the move, which is not good. And I don't appreciate him going off and doing his own business in the middle of the lake. He does go for water, which allows you to possibly get an opportunity to get him without the sinking lure, but this guy is just the most lethargic, depressing fish of all time. And considering he's kind of the only one left, it doesn't really surprise me. But yeah, these guys are just gonna hound the hell out of this thing, already making it extremely hard to catch. So thanks for that, fellas. I guess I could probably catch one of you just to pass the time, but none of you are gonna bear the weight of the world on your little shoulders. Yeah. Where are you going? Are you going back finally? Please? He's going up for air. Because why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be? At this conjecture. Can you please go back to your spawn place? God, what an attention whore. Like, he just goes and lies down in the middle of a throng of swimming fishes. It's like, you know what? This is a school. I'm going to be crashing here. Don't mind me. Meanwhile, we have the communal bait that everyone has taken a bite out of. And he's just going to wait there. He doesn't give a damn. He's like, no, I'll let everyone else have their chance first. And then I'll get my own just desserts. Also, I'm a vegetarian. How dare you? How dare you offer me the most delectable of baits created from other fishes? Yeah, Yuzu might be at grandma's for a little while. No, don't leave it. Leave it. Oh my god, you asshole. I was just gonna leave it here for him just in case he got hungry and wanted a bite, but fucking troll ass fish. God. Okay, I think it might be going back, which would be ideal. Because I have it on good authority, they simply will not react in the middle of the lake. They have to go back to their little spawn spot. And, yeah. Lochi's come home to roost. I've been here all freaking day. Also, I really hope the game didn't break and it isn't permanently spawned on the other side of this log here. No, he's still over there. Of course he is. Oh my god. He's on the move. He's on the prowl. What is he doing over here? This is good. This pleases me. I think we might be onto something, folks. I did not mean to do that. It was over the stone, so it freaked out a little. But I think we are in. Here, I have a sinking lure that's completely unnecessary. But I do have the added bonus of having these lily pads here, ruining the day. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes. Come on, get back here. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually waited him out that long. Looks like I might be able to pick up Yuzu after all. But keep in mind, you also can search for the roach as a child. It'll just be a lot smaller. And the same, I think, concept applies where you have to go in every 4th pond visit and, you know, pay each time. But damn, this thing is massive. What the damn? Okay. Well, here's hoping my line doesn't break. Something tells me, I might be here for a minute. It's going the wrong way. But man. I didn't even need the sinking lure. No. Come on, damn it. Get over here. We're also definitely not gonna have time for anything else after this. I feel like I might have already said that, but this episode alone has already reached an hour in footage, so, and I think we were only at like 15 minutes by the time I even got back to Lake Hylia. But eventually it'll tire itself out, right? At least I hope so. If not, not fun times await us here in the land of the fishing pond. The dude's probably thinking like, man, I really should charge hourly, but that's all right. Guess just kicking back and fishing. One of the most least stressful activities we could be doing right now, just like playing Balatro. Nice cozy game of fishing. And one day I will do the Majora's Mask 3D fishing shenanigans, but probably not anytime before the world ends, so as long as I keep promising, then maybe one day I will. Oh, here we go, come on. Get over here. Oh yeah, he's so tired, he's so sleepy. You little roach, get over here. Come on. Oh man, and he just keeps going farther away. There we go, come on. He's tired. He's fatigued. Get over here. Yes, onto the stone so you can splash me, apparently. It has no effect on Link. Come on. This is only as entertaining as I can make it, and I've been sitting here fishing for 45 minutes, so come on, let's go. You got it, buddy. Come on. Yes. Oh, finally. It's beautiful. Gosh, that's a strange fish you caught. 32 pounds. Fuck. Yeah, we gotta keep it. Oh, and I caught another one just because I felt like it. Anytime they have the sinking lure, the fish freak the hell out. And they open their mouths so wide to try and catch it, and it just looks funny, but I was just trying to thin the herd a little bit. All right, listen, man, no hard feelings about the hat, right? Let's weigh the fish. Whoa, the Hylian loach. For this fish, size doesn't matter. And he gives us a purple rupee. That is it. But because they are an endangered species, he's gonna release it back into the wild. Damn it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that concludes our time here in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I feel like we probably got our length's worth out of this, and I am tired as hell. But on that note, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you here next time for something a little unexpected. Take care, and I hope to see you guys.